Hi everybody, welcome back to Oliver Smith Watches. I'm George, this is Elizabeth, and today we are hands-on with the first major release of 2023, Cartier's Tank Francaise.
Here at Oliver Smith Jeweler are big fans of the Cartier brand. We've been working with them for a long time. If you want to visit us in person, we have stores in Scottsdale and Aspen, Colorado, and you can also check us out online. So like George said, first big release of 2023, and it was a release we weren't expecting, which is always fun.
At all. This is one of those things where every watch brand, and we've talked about this, every watch brand has that one watch that you just don't touch.
Yeah.
It's perfect. It's been made that way forever. So for them to do anything to Tank Francaise was surprising to say the least.
Yeah, and we celebrated the 100-year anniversary of the Tank Francaise a couple years ago, or excuse me, the Tank.
Yeah.
The Tank Francaise came out in the 90s, actually the late 90s originally, and so this is a evolution of the Francaise, sort of an updated, more current version of it?
I'd say that, yeah, absolutely. It definitely feels more modern, a little heavier.
It is a little
overall,
heavier.
I think what I'm noticing right off the bat mostly is the bracelet.
Yes.
There's the same curvature from the case seems to be taken down to the individual links now, where this might be a good graphic description for you. This is the new one.
All one.
There's a little more tension there.
Oh, yes.
Everything's kind of holding its own, where the old one, where it was these individual flat links, would tend to drape upon itself.
Flat. They really, in sort of the release of this, Cartier really was driving home the new bracelet. They've rounded all the links to make it super comfortable in the wrist. I was actually wearing one around this morning, and it's super comfortable, which is what we love about the Cartier bracelet.
I think it wears a little bit more like maybe the Santos now.
Yeah.
The Santos always had that little bit of tension in the bracelet, which I'm completely down for. I've loved the Santos for years. I think it's a great watch, so I applaud that.
You made a good point, too, about using the brushed versus the polished steel.
Yeah.
Previously, they had the polished steel sort of on the outside of the bracelet. Not the best for hiding scratches.
Yeah.
Especially where it's on, the bracelets, hitting tables.
Well, and you still have the high polish on the outside, which I do like, because especially being a guy who wears suits a lot, it kind of peeks out, and you get that little bit of shine, that little bit of eye catch, which I think is a good thing. It does look
nicer. It gives a flash to it. It looks more high end.
Yep.
And then, so as far as the dial goes, we've got this cool gradient gray silver color.
It's almost like they took the satining from the bracelet and just ran it through the dial. It's a very complete thought, I think, where maybe on the old one I didn't really notice it was just always that traditional ivory.
Yeah.
That kind of Pantone that they've always done year over year over year. This is a little different, a little bit more gray.
Monochromatic, I saw someone say, which is exactly that.
Yep.
And then the case, you really can't miss. And this is what you see right away, especially when you're looking at photos online. Bigger case.
Yep.
More square.
Yep.
Thicker ends. What do you think?
Well, I think having the end caps be all one piece adds to the weight. It's almost Genta-esque in the design, where you're not necessarily just looking at the head, you're looking at the complete thought now.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting. But overall, first impression, I really like it. Of course I do. It's Cartier. These guys absolutely know what they're doing. They're completely comfortable in their own skin and their own design aesthetic. I really like, too, on the smaller sizes, they did the Roman numerals in a kind of a mirror finish, which I really like the play on that. I would maybe like to see that in the larger one too.
Yeah. Small, medium, large sizes. And the small and medium are also coming in yellow gold and yellow gold with diamonds.
Yep. And we do have the gold with diamonds here in the mid.
And the crown, so a lot of Cartier codes through this. We still have the Roman numerals, we still have the train track, but the crown's changed too.
The crown, my initial thought was it kind of reminded me of the Tank Anglais, where it's the crown is now recessed a little bit more to the side of the case. It's not as elevated in the affair. It kind of tucks down, but it's still completely easy to use.
Yeah.
Which for those of you who've handled one, the Tank Anglais wasn't the easiest crown to deal with. Once you understood how it was working, it was fine, but it took a little bit of primer.
Yep.
This right off the bat, it works exactly as expected, but it doesn't stick out. It doesn't hit the back of your hand.
Still easy to use for us with longer nails. We care about that as far as the crown goes. And still has the blue cabochon. Very Cartier.
Well,
just sort of Cartier into the future.
You have to do that.
Is what I'm calling it.
And it still has all the same hallmarks. I think maybe too, losing that little bit of a notch from the old bracelet to the new is really what's helping it keep that modern form as well. But overall, absolutely love it. I think they did a great job with it.
Me too. It's exciting.
Yep.
It's fun to have something new. We've done a whole review on the Cartier Tank that we'll make sure to put above for you. But if you have any questions, let us know what you think of the new Francais, and we can't wait to see more releases like this in 2023.
Yeah, we're right around the corner. So thank you so much for watching, guys. We really, really do appreciate all of you.